Hi everyone. So I've been thinking about this question for a while now. So do you guys think that tertiary education is a must?
Okay, in my opinion, tertiary education isn't a must, but I think tertiary education is important as having a tertiary education often leads to a higher earning potential. This is because when you pursue your tertiary education, I feel like you have more knowledge than the person that doesn't pursue tertiary education and just go straight into the working world. And we will also have more specialized knowledge that employers often look for, and employers will also offer you a higher pay than those that did not pursue their higher education, their tertiary education. And this is because you usually know more advanced information and you have advanced understanding and qualifications, and also many professional jobs in the world needs a tertiary education, such as being a professional that's like engineer, IT, accounting, and healthcare. We have nurses, doctors, and veterinarians. Also, I feel like when you pursue your tertiary education, you have more job opportunities where you get access to a wider range of jobs. So, like many companies, nowadays their minimum requirement is for you to have at least a diploma or a degree. So that's why I think having a tertiary education is important in the working field.
In my opinion, I think tertiary education is important, but not only tertiary education is important, because there is still a few jobs that's not specific only on tertiary education, such as if you want to be an accountant. More of the companies nowadays doesn't specify that you need to have the degree in accounting, but they look for someone who have ACCA, FIA, and computing skills. But but in another word, such as engineering, they don't look only on the degree certificate. They will also need someone who have the degree in engineering and also have few years of experience. Also, I think tertiary education only cannot make you have a better position in jobs, because there's a lot of companies still look for personal skills and so on. That's my own opinion.
Okay, I understand both of your opinion, but from my point of view, I agree with the statement. The tertiary education is important because we can contribute to the society. Education drive innovation and technology development, because education equips people with scientific knowledge, problem-solving ability, and creativity, which all of this is essential for developing new technologies. For example, in innovation, in engineer, biotechnology, physics, that rely heavily on the strong educational foundation. For example, in real world experience, modern medical use VR, which is virtual reality, to train the doctors and medical students. It's because VR allow the doctor to practice the complex surgery in a self-controlled and repeatable environment. The student also can visualize the organ and they can improve the technique on how to handle the surgery. This innovation only can made by the educated people, such as scientists, medical professional, and software developer, because this technology need the scientific knowledge to develop life-saving concept of technology.
Okay, so you are right about that. Innovators do pursue tertiary education and innovate things, but I don't think that every innovator is able to pursue this tertiary education. Some will be in financial crisis, and they wouldn't be able to afford the tuition fees. So it's not a must for a person to be in a well-renowned university and produce stuff, but I think it relies heavily on creativity. So did you know that Steve Jobs was actually a college dropout and he innovated a lot of scientific stuff, like he created the Apple phone where you'd be able to transfer photos just by clicking both phones together. And he also innovated like the sleek designs that it's where the computers are not heavy. Back then the computers will be the size of a car, but right now it's just small. Some of the computers or tablets are the size of your palm. So we could see that innovations is not only needed by someone who pursues tertiary education, but someone who has creativity. Besides that, we also need someone who tries, who does not give up easily. And Thomas Edison, who was the inventor of the light bulbs, by the way, okay, and he took 1,000 tries to actually invent the light bulbs we have now. So if we're able to study in the night, it's because of him. So
I do have another point. I do disagree that tertiary education is not important for you to get a better position in your job. But I do agree that tertiary education can develop personal skills. So, no, it's personal development for someone. Because when we pursue our tertiary education, we can get more friends. Then from that we can meet various peoples, and then it can broaden our vision because we have more experiences when we know each other.
I agree that when you go into your tertiary education, you will meet people from various backgrounds. But however, when we come to personal growth, I think like there are multiple ways that we can personally grow ourselves, and it doesn't necessarily have to be via tertiary education.
okay, so I think we all have mixed opinions on this topic itself, and I believe that all opinions matter and we should take it seriously. So that is all from us.
Okay, bye bye.